Welcome to Homesteaders Freedom. Here's an update on the plants, seedlings that I planted, and their progress. Right now I've got several plants, like especially the cucumbers. These cucumbers I got from Maine, the cucumbers aren't doing well at all. They're not. I think there were two that actually germinated and actually sprouted. So what I'm doing is, all of these containers right here had seeds in them that did not germinate. So what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of the dirt. I'm reusing the dirt, pulling the seeds out and reusing the dirt. Right here is some provider bush beans. One thing I want to make you all aware of, last year, and this right here is a pepper plant, as well as all of these guys right here, sweet peppers, bell peppers. One of the issues that I have with these peat moss netting, or whatever you want to call it, is that the pepper plant roots are not really strong enough to break through this. As you see, the provider bush beans don't seem to have a problem breaking through this. And last year I planted everything in these and I didn't have any issues with any of my bush bean plants, but however, I did have issues with my green pepper plants, my sweet pepper plants. I didn't really get many peppers at all. I think out of the year I had like 3 peppers. So when the growing season was over and I was digging up all of these things out of the ground, I noticed that my pepper plants, the roots weren't making it out of this bag. And maybe I might have had some roots that were out maybe this far. It severely stunted the growth of my plant. So what I'm doing this year to avoid that problem is, before the roots start to shoot out through this netting or this little container that they're in, I'm going to rip open, take this off of here, and place them in the dirt, so that they're not going to have anything inhibiting their roots this year. Maybe I'll get a little bit of a better crop. So just want to give y'all an update on that. If you're growing stuff at home, also, if you're growing stuff at home, you may want to take them out of these things before you plant them in the ground, unless the roots are strong. This is a provider bush bean that I just removed out of here. And even though those roots are pretty strong, you can see how tough this stuff is. It's very tough, very hard to break apart, and it pulls the roots with it. My provider bush beans are pretty robust. They've got a lot of roots, and none of the tap roots were damaged, so I'm sure this one will be alright. And since I had so much damage pulling this one off, and this one, I'm just going to leave the provider bush beans the way they are. They look like they're coming out alright. So I just wanted to give you all that update on these little bags. They're great for starting them out, but you may want to remove these things from your root ball before you plant them outside. Thank you for visiting Homesteaders Freedom.